Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer comes from Sierra Nevada. This is their Beer Camp Tropical IPA. And guys, I did something I normally don't do. I bought a whole 6-pack of these and I've never had them before. And I very rarely do that. But I seen them in the store and just decided to go ahead and bite the bullet and go ahead and pick up a 6 of these. I hope they're going to be tasty. I've not had one yet. This will be the first one out of the 6-pack that I've had. But the name, Sierra Nevada does some great stuff. And their beer camp stuff is pretty tasty on top of that. So I went ahead and picked up. So I'm hoping this is going to be a good beer because I got 5 more to drink in there if it's not. So this has a packaged on date of December 29th of 2015 right on the back label written in ink. Very easy to read, nothing digitized on the bottle, but you got to jump through hoops or having magnifying glasses or Superman's vision to see. They got it written right on there. And on the front side here it says Spring Seasonal, got 2016 on the upper label, so it tells you what year it is right there right off the back. And it says 6.7% alcohol by volume and 55 IBUs right on the label. So it's got the IBUs, it's got the ABV, and it's got the packaged on date. Not the enjoy by date, but when this was put in the bottle. All 3 things that we need to know as beer consumers. Perfect. Those guys there know how to do it. Give us every bit of the information we need right on the bottle. You ain't got to look it up on your cell phone or your tablet or whatever in the beer store trying to figure out what the hell you're buying. 2 thumbs up to these guys at Sierra Nevada. They finally got it figured out and they are doing it right. So another reason I went ahead and picked up a 6-pack of these guys because we've got all the information here that we need. And I want to support these guys that step up to the plate and give us the IBUs, the ABV, and the bottled on date right on the label, not on the bottle digitized somewhere. So 2 big thumbs up to those guys at Sierra Nevada. I do support those guys. I like the stuff that they do. Most of it anyway. Well, let's get on with this one. The commercial description says, this new equatorial IPA features intense hop varietals bursting with aromas reminiscent of island fruit, including notes of mango, papaya, and bitter orange for a tropical taste on the IPA. And this may be a wet hop coming out because there ain't no hops growing out there now with a foot of snow on the ground. So, and a lot of these hops are northwestern hops. They're grown in northwest United States, Washington, Oregon, over in that area. So maybe even Northern California, I'm not sure. So I'm looking forward to this beer. I haven't had any of them yet. This is the first one. The food pairings for this beer is going to be your typical IPA food pairing. Cuisine is curried in Italian. The cheeses are peppery Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, gorgonzola, Limburger, the real potent strong cheeses. And the meat for this is poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon, and I will add grilled meat to that, even though we're not grilling anything in this nasty weather. Glass right, a pint, Bacardonic, tumbler, mug, style, Sidell. Got my favorite glass today, the solid beer glass. And it's not recommended for extended sell only because it is an IPA. Drink them fresh, guys. Let's do it. Nice little hiss, a little bit of smoke. Little has to pour on the back end there just to generate a little head. Yeah, a little over a finger's worth there. Over into the light. It's got a slight chill haze to it, guys. It's not perfectly clear, but I can see the bulb right through it. Very orange, tangerine in color. A lot of bubbles streaming up. Looks good in the glass. Let's get a nose on it. Ooh. Big hop aroma. There's some spicy hops in there too. Wow. Guys, I don't think I've ever said this on a beer review. That beer smells like marijuana. And I don't smoke it anymore. I had to give it up several years ago. That has got a big aroma of pot. I swear. I don't think I've ever said that on a beer review. That smells exactly like marijuana. What kind of hops they put in here? I think that's funny. Wow. Citrusy. I'm getting some tropical fruit notes. Wow. I can't believe that I'm getting that aroma. I've never got that on a beer before. And of course, hops are related to cannabis. They are in the same family. Even though hops don't produce any seeds like cannabis does, they're totally have to get a root clipping, a rhizome is what they call it, to grow hops. And of course, hops are perennial. They'll come back every year after year after year after year, or cannabis will not. You have to replant seeds every year if you want to grow that crop. So, and there are a lot of states that are making a lot of money that have legalized that. So, my personal opinion, guys, I don't think it's any worse than alcohol. There's a lot worse things you could be doing, but a lot of people, I don't want to get into political aspects of that. A lot of people feel just the opposite of that, and a lot of people feel the same. So, I mean, whatever blows your hair back, if that's what blows your hair back, by golly, I guess you need to move to Colorado or some other state that's got it legalized. And they're making a lot of revenue for the state. And hopefully some of that's going for education and all that kind of stuff. So, don't want to get into political aspects of it, but I am getting a big whiff of that in this beer. I swear. Cheers. To me, it's got a nice dankness to it too. So I don't know exactly what hops they've used on this. Just want to see what all this said over here. It's basically saying the same thing. Fruit aromas of mango and papaya. I've never smelled a mango or a papaya that has quite that smell. But I am getting some tropical fruit notes there. It does have a nice bitterness on the back end. Very enjoyable. Very strange aroma though. Very tasty. Glad I bought a 6-pack of these. Does not disappoint. Well, let me take it back and let her have a sip 2 or 3, and we'll come back and see where this one ends up on the grade scale. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it about 35-40 minutes. Very tasty. Now it's up to room temperature. Still smells like dope. It has to be the hop varieties they've used on this beer. Very tasty though. I did enjoy it. Got 5 more in the fridge to enjoy. I think it's an A beer, guys. I really do. This got a real nice tropical fruit notes in there. Mango, papaya, apricots, tangerines, oranges. Nice and citrusy. Got a little bit of dankness to it. very, very enjoyable. Very nice beer. A very nice, what I would call a winter IPA. Wow. Final joke. The lacing and the coating on this glass is just awesome, guys. Very nice. Very tasty beer, guys. I'm on the fence between a 9 and a 10 on this one, guys. I could just as easily give it a 10 because of all the information that's on there. But I'm not going to. Even though it's got the IBUs, it's got the ABV, and it's got the packaged on date, I'm going to give it the 9. Don't think it's quite to the outstanding category, but it is pretty damn awesome. It's pretty tasty. Now, if you say, oh man, you're crazy, it's a 10 beer, I won't argue with that. It just didn't quite get up to it, but it's kicking on the door. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, guys, it would probably be 97 or 98. It's pretty damn tasty. A very well made beer. Very tasty. Very strange odor to it though. So let's go over to Beer Advocate. They say 88 in a very good range. I think that number is considerably low. I'm at least 10 points higher than that on this beer. And over to Rate Beer, they say overall 94 and 92 in the style. So we got 90s there. I'm inclined to, if you don't have dating and stuff on it, to take away points. I'm also inclined, if you do put all that information on you, whether it's an outstanding beer, I will give you points for that, just because you give us all the information we need. And this is a good example of that. Don't think it's quite to the 10, but I do think it's pretty damn close. And they give us all the information on this beer that we need as beer consumers on the bottle, and nothing that we have to get a magnifying glass or have x-ray vision or whatever, empty the bottle just to find the information on there. So 2 big thumbs up to those guys for doing it. I enjoyed this beer. Got 5 more, like I said, to enjoy. It is very tasty, and like I said, I'll probably buy this beer again. It's very tasty. I do enjoy it. It doesn't have to be a 10 for me to buy it again and again and again. As long as it's an A beer, I will spend the money. I will make that purchase. So, very tasty. And the beer camp beers usually don't hang around very long. So if you see it, you ought to pick it up, because probably by February and especially by March, it's going to be gone. So I enjoyed this. It's pretty tasty. So if you've had this one, the Beer Camp Tropical IPA 2016, let me know what you think, guys. And come on back tomorrow. Let's go see what's in the fridge. I've got some stuff I've been cellaring. We may pull out one of them, or even 2 of them, or whatever. And stuff that I've reviewed before, several year or 2 or so down the back up the road there, and we're gonna see what's out. Like I said, I'm emptying up some of the beers out of the fridge downstairs and some out of the closet, and let's see where they end up. Come on back tomorrow. Let's see what we dig out. See you then.